Okay, everybody, so I'm going to show you quickly how to add things to your notes. And this goes for Econ Gov and U.S. History because your notes are pretty similar overall, especially in the lecture note and the video title, everything like that. So let's assume you have your graphic notes open, your document, and again, you can either go probably in your drive to get it pretty quick, I would, but let's just assume you have it open. This stuff will be here. We're going to go past the focus questions, and we're going to go to lecture notes here. So what I did is I didn't put columns in or anything like that. I just said, hey, look, I'm going to give them a blank space, and I'm going to let them figure it out for themselves how they would prefer to make it, just because I want you to free your mind a bit. Everyone takes notes differently, so I want to see that. Many different ways to do that, how you would add things. So we can go to insert, you can go to text box. I've seen some people do it the whole entire thing. My recommendation would be I would shrink it down font wise for yourself. You can use any font you like. I usually try to use Times New Roman. I just think it looks easier, especially to write with. And so we can just be writing right. If you would like to take bullet points, you can. You can indent everything, whatever you need to. I've heard some people say they get into a problem when they have a big text box that they tend to not write so much this way. So what then I would encourage is then you would just make two maybe smaller text boxes. So then I can just make sure I click off that. And again, to make a text box, I go to insert text box, and then I would redraw it there, what it is. And again, every time you make a new text box, you would have to reformat it, which is why I'll show you this move here. If you highlight your original one with your mouse, you can right click there, you can put copy, and then you would click off it and you would click paste, and it would make you the same exact one that you already formatted. So you notice it's the same thing, but I've already changed it now. So now I'm good to go. What I like to do whenever I use two text box sometimes, because I get a little, when I'm typing, it can get a little difficult for me to see like where I'm at, stuff like that. And again, this is just my preference. I'm going to go up in here, and where am I going to go? I apologize because sometimes it looks a little different for everything. But so if I wanted to change it, I would go to this little guy here, the little paint bucket, and let's say I want it to be that. Cool, awesome. This one I'm like, you know, I don't like white. I'm going to go to the fill color option, and I'm going to make it blue. Cool. When you type on black like that, different colors, you're like, you know, I don't like the way the font looks color-wise. Then you'd go back up here next to your box. It says fill color. You can do border color, but it's not that one. We're actually going to go over to the A. It says text color, and you can change it to whatever color you want. Whenever I use darker colors, I like to switch it to white. It just makes it easier. But free reign, do what you need to in this one. Everyone's different, and I know that. Someone even asked me to, could I make 3 columns? You can make as many columns as you want. That's kind of the beauty of this stuff, is you're just shrinking down, and let's say I want to make, I'm going to go to copy again, and then I'm going to click off and right click, go to paste. I can make as many as I feel like. And then I obviously change the color on it so it matches correctly. Let's go with that. So you can see as we're doing that. The beautiful thing is that there is no limit taking notes. It's up to you in this one. So if you notice on a few of them, I've added the sheet already for you. What you can simply do is you can duplicate and make more. So what you do is you could right click here, and you would go to duplicate slide, not new slide. New slide would create a whole new thing. You just click duplicate, and it automatically makes a copy of it for you. And you can literally duplicate as many times as you want. And you notice it keeps making more slides for me. Easy, 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 easy. My only recommendation would be is on the lecture note title here, on the title, let's say it's something, let's just put 1. If you're going to continue on to the next one, I would make sure that the first thing you do is you go into the title here, and you make sure that I know when I'm looking at it, it continues on from that specific one. Because you do get a grade for your notes, which is pretty sizable. So I want to see how you're doing it. So I just want to see the transition going through it in that one. So that's notes. So if you have any issue on that one, you can always let me know. Someone asked me, what if I made a mistake? Like I don't want this one anymore. Very simple. Just highlight it, and you could backspace and see how it takes it. If you take it away, You could also go to delete there like that if you wanted to, delete that slide. You just have to make sure that whatever slide you click on with the blue box around it, that's the slide you're working on. So that's notes there. Video title, you don't have to worry too much about this right now, because what we're going to do is when we watch videos, we're going to do this. So video title, you would simply click on this text box, write it. Over here, what I would have you do is the same thing. You would insert text box. You would draw it over here. Notice though, when you start typing, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know because it's black. You're going to have to reformat it to white. There we go. This is the section where you would just take notes on it. Again, it doesn't matter how long it is. You're taking notes from the video. And then notice over here, the box is already formatted for you. It says quick summary of video. Be concise what fix in the box. So for this one, I'm not going to allow you to change the box, even though you can. You simply are giving me a summary of everything you watched from over here, and you're putting it down into a concise, quick format that we all can understand. But again, you would do this for videos. So someone asks again, there's only one. Yes, I know. That's why you have to go to duplicate slide, and now you have more. The beauty about this too is you can drag these things around. So if you just hold it with your mouse button, the left click, you can literally drag it and move it around wherever you feel like, which is why I really like using these things, because you can organize them as much as you want. I hope that's been helpful. If you need another tutorial, you can always ask, but I would suggest just watching this, playing around with it a bit, change the colors, have some fun with it. But that is it for the notes tutorial, so thank you.